Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Three Hammers. God, it's been a long time since I've had a smile on my face after a West Ham game. This is West Ham's, for the Three Hammers channel, review of West Ham versus Nottingham Forest that finished West Ham 4, unbelievably 4. Paul jokingly put in the chat that I've been saying for months, about 6 months, that we're due to spanker team, and it's finally come to fruition. We lined up, he had more or less a full squad to pick from. Nearly everyone was fit for this game. He went back to 4 at the back. The interesting one was Johnson in at left back, with Oggy and Agurd in at centre back, with Fabianski in goal. Soufal at right back, midfield of Soucek, Rice and Paqueta. Up front, Danny Ings, Syed Benrahma and Jared Bowen on their side. They lined up more or less how you predicted, Neves, Lodi, Felipe, Morgan Gibbs, White, Johnson, Chris Woods up front. We started really well. First 10 minutes, we was huffing and puffing. We were trying to get crosses into the ball. A little bit percentage football, if you wanted to be a little bit critical. Corners were trying to be as dangerous as we possibly could. We sort of must have identified something in Navas. That he's a little bit short, but this guy is a really, really top goalie. Played for some massive clubs. And he's no mug. Danny Ings had a deflected shot that hit the post really early. Bowen was huffing and puffing down a wing. There was a ball put in by Soufal that Danny Ings should have done better with a header. He just didn't read the flight of the ball. Like I say, and then I think this Benrahma had a couple of. It was a bit huff and puffy, but we were good for about a 15-minute spell. They had a little spell in the game, where they had a few little half chances. Fabianski had to tip one over the bar. Morgan Gibbs White had a shot at him, which wasn't that much. It mainly half chances. Apart from that, first half 0-0. It was a bit meh, but it was better. At least we was trying to attack. We was trying to do something. Second half started. Soufal was taken off. Johnson moved back into the right back position. Cresswell came on left back position. Straight away, it looked a little bit better. It was really, really good the second half. I thought Paqueta was really good. I'm glad he, when he did go down, I thought, oh God, here we go. He's done his shouldering. Luckily, he didn't, because he was quite instrumental. He was. Listen, he does give the ball away a bit, but then he has got them clever little. He's quick with the ball. Sometimes he dallies on it, and then sometimes he's really quick on the ball with the little flick round the corners. He's always looking for that forward pass, and that's what you get with someone who has got that mindset. You are going to have ones that don't go through every time, but then when one does go through, it can lead to some magic. But yeah, I thought he played really, really well. Cresswell was, putting good deliveries in, and then Danny Ings, who huffed and puffed in the first half. Really good goal. Declan Rice down the side. Instead of playing it safe or playing it out of play, he turned around, played the ball down the wing. Paqueta, I think it was Paqueta, played a little flick into. I think it was Benrahma or Bowen, and then it was Bowen, wasn't it? And then Bowen, come across, played the ball into the box, and Ings was there to stab it in. Luckily, he was onside. And 1-0. Great to see him off the mark, and then we didn't have to wait longer for him to get his second. A quick little play down the side into the box again, and there he was to stab one in. Benrahma did really, really well to get into the box, and I think actually it was Paqueta that drove in, and then he played it to Benrahma. Benrahma cut it back for him, and 2-0 up, and we looked good then. It looked like, okay, it looked like the confidence just straight away in the stadium, I can imagine, was really electric, and I thought, we're going to go on here and really push on in the game. The third goal was magnificent. Declan Rice again driving in, played the 1-2. You know what he's going to do. He tries to do it all the time. Curled it in beautifully into the top corner. 3-0 up. It's game over then. I didn't have no fears then. Jesse Lingard came on, and they literally didn't really do anything after that. I even forgot to mention about Fabianski. He had a lovely shiner from the sort of late. I say like just left his foot in, but it wasn't anything intentional, I don't think. And yeah, he had to come off. He did look concussed. He did look a little bit wobbly. Areola comes in. That's good. We've been wanting Areola. So unfortunately, under those circumstances, not ideal. But it was good to see Areola come in. And then, Moyes then started to have a little bit of fun. Antonio came on. for Ings. Fornals came on. It was nice to see Lanzini in there as well. You know, get the players rested and go again the Man United game. We did score another goal. Fornals. Listen, when Fornals is on it, you know, he does put balls in like he did. You know, and he was playing little nice passes and really good in that little spell that he was on. And he did put the ball over for Antonio. It was nice to see Antonio score as well, because this is what we need now. You know, between now and the end of the season, you know, we need players scoring, and you know, hopefully between now and the end of the season we get a bit spoiled where, you know, Ings can chip in. Antonio hopefully can go on one of these little purple patches between now and the end of the season. Obviously Skamaka's still to come back in there as well. This is what we need. Listen, is this the change? Is this the start of the escape? I hope so, but you know, there's still so long to go. There's still loads of matches, and he needs to be positive like this more often. I still want Moyes to go. Of course I do. Listen, I'm happy West Ham won. I'm happy for Moyes that we won. You know, we need points now. But we need, listen, to the end of the season he's staying. But in my opinion, he's staying. So we need to put all that aside and just be happy with getting the points. I think, you know, what's left? I think there's 15 games left for West Ham. 14 or 15 games left for West Ham. We need probably 17 points. You know, maybe 38, 39 might do it. But, you know, for the definite 40 points, we need 17 points. You know, you're looking at 5 wins. And, you know, you look at those fixtures. There's a few there you can pick out. That's not taking away some, like, maybe an unexpected win between now and the end of the season. And maybe some draws. But we've given ourselves back a chance. You know, when you get yourself out of it and you put it back into your own hands, you know, you give yourself a chance. Looking at that Forest team today, you know, I always ask it every week, the same thing. Is there 3 teams worse than West Ham? And I answer it on a week basis at the moment. On this week alone, yes. I think Forest is one of the worst teams I've seen play this season against us. Leeds, I think they're just a bit iffy. It depends whether that Garcia guy can get anything going. Everton slipped up obviously today as well. I think Bournemouth are bad. Southampton, again, depends whether they can put a run together or not. Yeah, we've given ourselves a chance. I think that's the most important thing. My man of the match today, it's a hard one. I think you've got to give it to Danny Ings because he got the 2 goals. You know, after a frustrating first half, he managed to get himself in it. I did think Paqueta was excellent though. I really, really did. Great to have a clean sheet as well. That's a massive, massive boost mentally for us. And those 4 goals, again, just brings that goal difference down for us a little bit, because again, that can be so crucial between now and the end of the season. You know, when it does become potentially an extra point, that does. But yeah, very, very, very happy. I'm so glad we've won today. God, I needed that. I forgot what that felt like. You know, and you know, I've been really not looking forward to watching West Ham games. You know, probably over the last sort of 3-4 months. It was nice to sit down. You know, I was back cheering. I was back. You know, the real emotion and enjoying it again was back today. You know, long may it continue. Listen, Man United's going to be tough on Wednesday night. Let's not kid ourselves. And then obviously after that, we've got Brighton, a bogey team. You know, you could very quickly go on 2 losses and then you know, back in that mindset. And then obviously we've got Europa League after that. And I think it might be Villa after that. So, you know, we just got to play that same mentality, Dave. That stop. Don't set up not to lose, you know, by all means, you know, play compact and, you know, when you have to, but we've got to try and win games, and the only way you win games is by going for it, and that's what we did today. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Oh, last thing, if you have made it to the end of the video, we did hit 4K subscribers, which, you know, I've been waiting for such a long time to hit that. So fantastic that we finally hit that milestone, and now the race for 5K begins. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't take as long as 4K. Until next time, guys, come on, you Lions, we can do it. It's back in our hands.